Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Portal Masters, Robert Welk here from CoinOpTV live streaming on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/CoinOpTV. We're going to be talking about some Skylanders Academy, the TV show, the cartoon on Netflix. Season 2 is out this week. I've been doing some reviews, some recaps of the episodes, a little bit of spoilers, nothing, too crazy. Well, who knows? I don't know how you rate spoilers. But anyway, this video we're going to be talking about Skylanders Academy Season 2, Episodes 5 and 6. Episode 5 is called Elementary, My Dear Eruptor, and Episode 6 was called Split Decision. We're live streaming. If you guys are in the chat, we'll give you some shout outs. If you have questions, concerns, I'll try and get to those as we go. If you guys watch this on the archive, please subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get the notifications on when I'm live streaming. Usually around this time in the afternoon, early afternoon. And if you're brand new, of course, please subscribe. All right, so let's see. Who do we got in chat here? TG Studios, Cruise Fire, The Master Pig, Skytoon Meepo is in chat, and A-Right. Portal Master, rank up to all you guys and gals in chat there. Okay, so Skylanders Academy Season 2, Episode 5, Elementary, My Dear Eruptor. We get to see kind of a Eruptor episode. They usually kind of break these down where they try and figure out, in the series, like we're going to feature Stealth Elf in one episode, Spyro. So this one, it was the Eruptor episode, I guess. We also get to meet Sprocket. I'm not sure if we've seen her sort of talk and interact. I think she's been in like the little cartoon intro, Sprocket, but I'm not sure if we actually seen her interact and stuff and talking. So we meet Sprocket, who developed a new machine to test. So we meet Sprocket. I'm looking at my notes down here, who has developed a new machine to check test scores. And Eon informs the Skylanders that Eruptor has a high score, like a genius high score test. And meanwhile, Kaos tries to recruit a new sidekick from one of the Doom Raiders. And Broccoli Guy volunteers, but then we sort of find out that he has an ulterior motive. So it turns out that Eruptor has some kind of special ability that allows him to freeze the surroundings around him so he can figure out mysteries and solve them. The name of the episode is Elementary, My Dear Data. That's a take on Sherlock Holmes. Elementary, My Dear Watson. So that's the thing. They're kind of parodying that in this episode. So that, as far as I know, that's kind of a new thing that they're kind of introducing, a new ability. I don't think in the comics or the video game they've ever introduced Eruptor having some sort of ability where he can freeze time and explore his surroundings. Kaos and Broccoli Guy hang out, and Kaos learns that Broccoli Guy can share his healing ability through magical wand. So this is actually something a little different too. Is Broccoli Guy's wand, I guess, is a little more powerful than we know about before. But it turns out that Broccoli Guy hanging out with Kaos is a trick. It's a rouge, it's a lure to try and get his Kaos's mom's address so that he can steal her magic ability. But it turns out that Glumshanks is the only one that knows Cassandra's address. There's a short battle between Kaos and Broccoli Guy with Eruptor helping out. And Kaos learns that the Golden Queen has been using Kaos, and he devises a plan to turn the tides on her, on the Golden Queen. So that's kind of the episode 5 in a nutshell there. Let's see who else is in chat. Henry's in chat. What up? Skytoon Evo says, the last episode had me screaming, can't wait for season 3. I really want to marathon these, but I'm kind of enjoying watching a couple episodes and then making like a little recap video for you guys. So we'll see how long I can resist stretching it out. I see Harry is in chat. What up? Master Big says the stream is laggy. Does it look laggy for you? I'm not seeing. Usually if it's laggy on my screen, I see on the screen there it'll say slow internet or something. It doesn't say that. So hopefully everything's cool. Just maybe refresh your browser or something like that. Okay, so my thoughts on that episode. It was interesting to see kind of a new power introduced to Eruptor there, and it was interesting to see Broccoli Guy a little more utilized. I think it's the first time maybe we've seen him actually do his healing ability. One of the videos I made, or the video I made yesterday, I was actually complaining that the characters weren't acting like their video game counterparts. We weren't actually seeing powers that they do in the video game or something like that. So it was kind of cool to see him do some healing. And of course, any scene with Kaos in it, I'm into. I'm enjoying. if there's an episode that doesn't have chaos in it, then I'm gonna be bumming. I'm gonna be sad. So, um, okay, so let's get on to Skylanders Academy Season 2, Episode 6, which was called Split Decision. By the way, in the last video I made, I actually said that Episode 4 was my least favorite so far, but 5 and 6, I feel like ramp things back up a bit. I'm a little more fired up. I'm a little more excited. It feels like there's a little more storyline and elements and things like that happening, so I'm a little fired up. I thought Episode 4 was a little bit of a low point, but 5 and 6 seem to come back up to speed. So episode 6, Split Decision. Stealth Elf trains with some Skylanders Academy cadets like Hex and Flashwing. And of course, Hex turns out to be a major player in this episode. Meanwhile, Glumshanks puts on a paper bag on his head and calls himself the Unknown Troll Comic, which is a take on a character called the Unknown Comic from the Gong Show, the original Gong Show that aired in the 1970s. So shout out to all the adults, or maybe if you've watched some old Gong Show episodes on YouTube or reruns on TV, you might have known that. So that was kind of funny. The Doom Raiders get together to roast Chaos, and Glumshanks performs in the disguise that he has. Meanwhile, over in where the Skylanders are, Hex and her skull familiar are separated, and that makes it so that she reverts back to being an evil person. It torments Hugo and torments the other Skylanders, actually turning into sort of like weird, brainless zombie evil Skylander or something like that. Although that was kind of cool. I actually would have liked to see more of that in the episode, like zombie evil chaoses. I'm sorry, not chaoses. Zombie evil Skylanders running around, things there. So I'm looking at my notes. I'm looking at chat. I'm sort of mixing up my words. You guys know what's up. It's live stream and there's no take twos, so we just kind of roll with the flubs and the flips there. So, all right. So yeah, everybody turns into zombies. Actually, Spyro sort of escapes, goes back and talks to Eon, and Eon's like, "Oh no, we got to get the skull familiar back together with Hex so that they can sort of remerge again, and so Hex isn't evil, so that she's a good Hex or something." So it's interesting how many Skylanders there are that were actually evil, normally evil. Like, so we learned a little bit about Cinder last couple episodes ago. Now Hex, we're finding all this stuff out, and I do think that's kind of true to the way the video game is. That some of the Skylanders maybe weren't like nice guys or nice gals. They were kind of evil, but then they turned to the side of good because Eon brought them on. So I would like to see that dynamic maybe explored even more. But it is sort of a kid show cartoon, so I'm not sure how deep we're going to dive with that kind of thing. So Chaos and the Golden Queen have a short little battle. She learns that her spells don't work on Chaos, and Chaos is like, "Oh my gosh, I might be as strong as my mom." So he's sort of feeling like he leveled up a little bit there. So that sort of breaks up the Doom Raiders with Chaos and the Golden Queen a little bit there. We'll see how that resolves. Hex Skull recites magic that allows her to merge again with her familiar sidekick, reverting the Skylanders back to normal. So that gets resolved. All these zombie Skylanders are back to normal at the end of the episode. It was cool to see Hex, and it was cool to see the voice of the Skull. I don't know who's doing that voice, but that voice and that character of the Skull are cool. And I mentioned this before in previous videos from Skylanders Academy Season 1 that I like the Skull, the character of the Skull from Hex and his voice. So it was cool to see more of that. That was kind of fun to see there. So that was kind of the synopsis there. So I enjoyed that episode more because we had some Doom Raiders clashing, Chaos, Golden Queen. We had some Skylanders turned to zombies and some of that stuff happening. So it's cool. I just want these episodes to have like fun things happening in them. When the last couple episodes, I feel like the Doom Raiders are just kind of sitting around eating food and chilling. There wasn't really like, plots and conspiracies and things like that happening. So I was glad to see we had some of that going on. Cruz says episode 6 was terrifying. Are you gonna have nightmares, zombie Skylander nightmares coming at you? Sky2 Meebo says, I love how they throw in jokes that only adults or true fans gonna say. Yeah, they're doing a good job of like, you get those on the nose jokes, fart jokes, or something like that, cringy jokes, and then you get kind of like these adulty sort of references, like the Gong Show kind of thing. When I saw that, I was like, "Ooh, that's the Unknown Comic," that Glumshanks was doing from the '70s. So obviously, I know a lot of you guys watch this weren't born in that time, so you might not know that. Maybe you can kind of Google the Unknown Comic Gong Show, and you'll see what Glumshanks was emulating in that. Indominus Rex says, finally, I'm on a stream before it's over. Welcome. I usually try and live stream around this time, early afternoon, Pacific Coast time, just because that's the best time for my schedule. And then I can kind of spam out the links on social media afterwards and then, do the most of my stuff. So, A. Wright in chat says, most interesting thing this season, in my opinion, is Spyro trying to learn about himself. Yeah, that does seem to be a reoccurring thing that Spyro is trying to find out more about his history. We find out that in episode 4, I think it was, or Malfour, we find out that his breed of dragons is extinct and that Malfour actually had a hand in doing that. So, yeah, it's interesting to find that out. Whether or not we actually get all the info, I don't know. I'm still getting there. I'm still going there. Master Big says, I normally hate fart jokes. Like in season 1, we had, I forgot the character, but his power, his new Skylanders power was like barfing and stuff. So he had like barfing jokes where he just had to barf on people. It's kind of the equivalent of fart jokes, stuff like that. Green Machine says, you're going to love the end of season 2. By the way, I appreciate that you guys and gals aren't spoiling things for what's coming up. If you haven't watched the show yet, it's Skylanders Academy. We're in season 2. Season 1 and season 2 are both on Netflix now. You can binge and stream and have some fun with it. Cruz says, Bad Breath. Yes, Bad Breath was the one barfing. We see a little bit of Bad Breath in season 2 so far. So, all right. Well, hey, it looks like I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm all caught up. So give yourselves all a Portal Master rank up. Again, if you're new, you just found me randomly or something like that, leave some comments, thumbs up, subscribe, bell icon, get the notification squad, and all that fun stuff. So with that, hopefully tomorrow's a holiday, so you guys are out of school, out of work. Have fun with Columbus Day or whatever the heck we're calling the holiday here coming up. And, have a great day. I'll probably live stream again tomorrow and do another recap of episodes 7 and 8. So maybe we'll see you then. Peace out.